This November, voters will decide whether or not to approve the Chargers' plan to raise local hotel taxes for a new downtown stadium and expanded convention center.
It's a proposal that could keep the team from moving to Los Angeles. Correa is here to explain why not everybody is happy about that item being on the ballot. Carlos.
Artists living in nearby Barrio Logan are worried that a downtown stadium would change the landscape of their neighborhood by increasing property value that will ultimately force them and their work out.
Every time you paint, you learn something new.
When artist Hector Villegas starts a new art project, his work is guaranteed to be on display for years and seen by thousands. But if the proposed downtown stadium for the Chargers passes, his murals could disappear.
Right now, we've done all this work on our own. A lot of the elders are still doing a lot of the work, a lot of the young people, and for me as a young person, it would be, all that work just for a few games a year and a couple concerts is just not worth it.
For the last few years, the art scene in Barrio Logan has grown. Artists come here eager to create work that represents the rich history.
Art and our culture is very important. Even though we may be poor and we don't go to the mainstream galleries and museums, art is still a very important thing.
Some of the new work that has gone up in recent weeks shows just how concerned most artists are about the proposed stadium. This one reads, "No stadium here."
Biggest concern for artists is that once the stadium moves in, people with big money move in, start buying off properties here, that the neighborhood's going to change. It's no longer going to be a Chicano artist community.
Telling a story through art.
Artists say revitalizing the barrio and rising rent forces art out of neighborhoods. And that's exactly what they say happened 12 years ago when Petco Park was built.
It's tough. Big businesses, big money, capitalism runs everything. So to stand up against a big opponent like that, I try to remain optimistic.
Even if the stadium is approved to be built downtown, areas like Chicano Park would be safe from development. 4 years ago, it was added to the National Register of Historic Places and recognized as a national treasure.
I feel threatened sometimes, but at the same time, it's you have to know growth, improvement, but also work with the community in itself. It's like a partnership. But art has to stay flourished in the neighborhood.
The group plans to continue educating the community with neighborhood events and social media campaigns about the impact a downtown stadium would have on the growing art scene in and around Barrio Logan. I'm Carlos Correa, CW6 News.